So I shouldn't say anything that would get me in trouble?
Pretty much, yeah. That would
is.
generally be the idea. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo.
Yep. Everything's fine.
Cool. Okay.
You're a little quiet. Oh wait, no, you're not. I might be a little loud.
You're probably really, really loud because I haven't adjusted the volumes.
Yeah.
All right. So how does the game audio sound? Was that subtle enough for you?
Nice and loud.
Okay, cool. All right, so we are ready to go. Thank you, sir, for your help. I will see you after the stream.
All right. See ya.
Bah. I need to go, hang up on the Discord. Oh, shit, the way I have it... Oh, this is gonna suck. Got it! Okay, we're good. That was a pain in the butt. Had it in the wrong spot. Alright, now I can see my Discord while I'm doing this stuff with the things, and we're ready. So, we're not actually doing continued game this time. We are... What are we doing? Expedition? I think it's an expedition. So, I did beat the game. I actually 100%ed it, but there is a content pack, DLC pack they released with the 20-year anniversary edition that is the backstory to her family history tied to the mansion? Not Laura's Nightmare. It's not a chapter replay. What the hell is it? Nope, that's not it. It's not Endurance. It's not Cold Darkness. It's not Laura's Nightmare. Where the hell is it? Croft Manor? Oh, here we go. Blood Ties. That's how we get to it. Cool. Okay, so now we're ready to rock and roll. Dooba-dooba-doo. So far, no drop frames. I might actually, Oh, no, I'm back up to high bit rate. Never mind. We're already running at the better graphics, better compression ratio. So that's fine. So let's see what this content has to provide. It's all about her mansion and finding out stuffs about her family. Probably her dad, because there's a lot to learn about that. I mean, the game gave us some clues, but there was still a lot left open, and we don't know anything about her real mother.
Final notice to Lara Croft, a current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere.
Okay,
Dad's safe.
Unless Britain's law is dramatically different from American law, which in some regards I'm sure it very well is, but if you're the next in lineage of ownership of something, the house would go to you. So how the hell did she not have legal precedent to it?
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
The treasure of the ancients. There's quite a few things to look at here.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Wow. Excuse me. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Okay, I can't grab any of the actual film reels, so looks like we're not getting a clue
picture
there.
with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
Is there Hello. Finding clues is kind of super important right now. Come on. Listening for the noise. Oh, we already got it. That's why she made the comment about it. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Never mind. Moving on.
This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin.
Good-looking bloke. Alright, so we've got a document on the table, but I want to save that for last. Hello, what the hell's this?
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
Interesting. Like, nope, don't get hung up on the thing. Look around, look around. That's a document for sure. Wow, I can actually leave the room? I'm surprised by that. I wouldn't expect that to be the case. Oh wait, I can open both sides of these?
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
I wonder if this takes place before or after the game. Wait, does that mean I can open the other sides of these? No, the door fell off on that one. None of those... Oh, okay, this one can I open? No, that's blocked by the boxes. Alright, let's listen to the tape recorder.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
Poor bastard had no idea she was
My
a
parents
from
made a
Trinity.
good team, challenging each other from the start.
Yeah, this has got to be before the game, because she's acting like she doesn't know Anna's a traitor. Hey, Witchy, how's it going? What else is in the room? We saw this, and there was some stuff outside. Oh, yeah, there was on the table.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man.
That sounds like fun.
It will
Witchy,
break
I
my
hope you
mother's
enjoy
heart,
yourself.
but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
Don't forget to eat the junk food while you're there. Yay, junk food! Well, that
It
explains
must
a
have been
lot.
hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm
So-
glad she did.
Basically, the reason why we can't get the mansion is because our family across, or not across, we're actually in London. It's the same place. Our family didn't approve of his marriage, and they're basically cutting us off because of the whole nobility bullshit. Yay, funnel cake! That stuff's delicious.
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Wait, that line implies this is after. From this, what she was saying before implied it was before the game. Now I'm confused as to where this is in the timeline.
The door to the library.
Is it locked? Of course it is.
Locked. There's got to be another way through.
Nope, stop. Just line up and read the document. There you go.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Well, now we know how to get in the library. Thanks, Witchy. Have fun.
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
Sorry, I'm just taking a drink. My bad. So there's the hidden passage here.
Too dark.
Gonna need a
Going
torch
to need a
or
flashlight.
Yeah, I was gonna say a torch or a flashlight. Considering this is England, a torch would work for both words. So, yeah. Okay, sorry, I had a phone call. I'm not gonna answer, but I had to check to see who it was. Can we use the laptop? Nope, of course not. Wait, did the prompt pop up after I walked? Oh, there's documents on the other side. Okie dokie. Let's check that out.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off.
This guy
Sincerely,
is a dick.
Atlas.
How is he related to us?
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be boring your sword this time.
This time. Interesting.
The Grand Hall.
Hey,
I always
Aqua.
loved playing in here as a kid.
How's
Used
it
to be one
going?
of the first things to fix.
Not going through there. We do have the secret passage. We don't want to poke around. Oh, we gotta get a flashlight anyway, so I want to poke around. Ooh, what's this? Shiny
A
bauble.
phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
All kinds of knickknacks that we have. That makes sense. They were historians. Yay! Did it? Streamlabs is being stupid. It's not notifying me. Streamlabs, you let me down.
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here?
It's right there.
Someone has a sense of humor.
Stop smoking, love R. Yeah, I heard from other streamers recently that Streamlabs has been acting moody, and the notifications aren't even telling me you hosted, so that's going to suck. When people actually follow, I'm not going to get notified. That's going to be stupid. Streamlabs, you betrayed me! You need a master key to open that? That's probably going to be in the library.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad
Yeah.
was always so protective of the West Wing.
I have both Streamlabs open itself, and I'm looking at it on my overlay, and it's not showing up on either one, so it's like, what the hell is going on? Hold on, let me check something real quick here. Yeah, stream notifications are active. It's just not working. Come on, Streamlabs, that's just rude. Totally missed what she said.
Locked.
Still need the
Need a
master key.
key to open this.
Oh wait, can I actually look at this giant thingy? Nope, apparently not. Yeah, I need to get some kind of notification, because I don't check my email very often. I need to know when everybody's streams are going live, because I want to start watching them, and I need to be better at that, because it's like, I want to, I just keep forgetting to, like, even if I do the email notification, I don't check my email that often, so I need another way to actually be notified instantly. So I need to check into Tom's little bot that says when people are going live and activate that on my own Discord channel so I can actually get notified, because that really sucks. Sorry, man, I
Another
let you
one of
down.
Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
Oh crap! I don't think I have your. Do I have you on Twitter? I don't even remember. I think I did. I think I followed you. I'm not sure. Crap. Remind me to follow you after this is over, if I haven't already.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be
Remind me
receiving
before
the
we start
details in
GTA,
the
and I'll
post
be
soon.
sure to add it.
I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara.
English words.
As
Add you
executor
on
of the
Twitter.
estate, it is my
Follow
duty
you on
to see
Twitter.
that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your
Because you're
father
off
when
my
he was
tweet.
at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering.
So
Sincerely,
Atlas is our
your
uncle. He's still a douche, but yeah, he's our uncle.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Yeah, one thing I need to do immediately after the stream is over is I need to go help Pac-Man set up his network to see if possibly the settings are the problem, because he can't get his hands on a NIC card yet.
Not sure.
So that'll
really
probably
need
take
to
like
brush up on my
15 minutes
ancestors
tops.
one of these
I'll add you on
days.
Twitter during that, and then we can immediately start GTA, so you should be able to stream that. And depending on who all we can get on board, I'm sure there's other, like if Medine joins us, he can stream it, Zero can stream it. Oh, I didn't ask Zero, shit. I meant to ask Zero and Annie, I forgot to do that before the stream. Son of a bitch. Right, nope, read the book.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly.
Yeah, could you please?
I never told him I was submitting my
I
work.
put a...
Never thought there was a chance of
I
being
let everybody know in
accepted.
PAX chat, but I probably should have
God,
asked
but a
everybody
gallery
before
tour is
didn't
not
think about
something I
that.
can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and... Oh, God! I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years.
Yeah, we'll probably have to leave them a
He
message
would
when they
never
get back.
ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side.
I know tomorrow
in time.
Annie's got a 12-hour live stream going on, but I don't know if he has any plans tonight. So apparently Laura's mother's name, actual mother, real mother, is Amelia. Lighter. Okay. So we need a lighter, a master key, and a flashlight. Okay, so what's over here?
Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for. I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
I mean, I'm glad we got to hear that, but why would we be able to hear a voicemail for Jonah on our phone? That seems a little strange. Ooh, let's go biking. More loot. Or not. Oh,
Got
yeah.
to remember to pack this for my next trip.
The hell is this? That doesn't look like any camera I've ever seen. Oh, it's a flashlight. I didn't even read that in the corner. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Oh, we got the flashlight. Now we can go see in the dark.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Cool. So you're rotating the object. Didn't even read in the corner what the hell the object was. That was brilliant, Camcheck. Way to pay attention. All right, so we can't sprint. All right, well at least we can go into the secret exit now, or secret entrance now. Wait, where was the... Oh wait, that would be in my documents, actually. Okay. Oh yeah, there was the room, then the hallway. Right. Okay, I got a little turned around there. So we should have the map in our documents if I get turned around here.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
So this isn't actually the Craft Manor, this is the de Mornay Manor. Interesting. I didn't know that. Largely because in all the previous incarnations of the game, it's always been the Croft Manor. Whoa! Great
Falling
staircase.
apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
Nonsense, Laura. You're gonna find something important here. Just keep it. You know it.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell,
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing,
details
Nicole?
surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
Yeah, I totally forgot there was the Blood Ties
I'm not
DLC.
surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Holidays are always a good thing. So yeah, this is cool. We're finally learning about Amelia, her actual mother. Still need the master key, so it's got to be somewhere down here. I assume we're going to find the master key before we find the combination of the save. Party like there's no Monday, because there won't be.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Wow, so he's the reason why Richard ran out of money. What a dick. Can we, like... I missed it. What did I miss? There was something over there, and I just totally missed it. Damn it.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
That was just a rat. I don't know what I missed the first time. Wait, I can move this? Okay, Let me figure out where I'm moving this to before I go moving it. Or was it just to get it out of the way? Oh, then never mind, I already moved it.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
So Winston's the butler, or at least was.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
It could
I
be
know,
Aqua. It's
Winston.
been so
I
long
just
since I
want-
played the original
No,
6
I
or 7
didn't even
games. I
see
don't really
that.
remember a lot
You
of
should
them.
also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
One day, eventually. Okay, do I need a crowbar? Yep. Figured. Alright, so can we open... Nope. Still need a crowbar for that one, too. That makes sense. What's in the box?
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him.
Interesting board.
I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Probably. Yeah, I think that was in, what was it, like 3 or 4, when you could finally just kind of cruise around the manor and there was a few things you could see. So yeah, I think you're right. I think that was in the original series before the first reboot.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good lord, that's such a cliche. But there's
Do you
truth in it.
realize what this
Two
means?
roads before me.
Yes.
Both present joy
Wait a minute.
and compromise.
No.
Hey, maybe
A life
thank
with
you for the
Richard,
follow. Oh, sure. Now
adventure,
Streamlabs
intellectual
works.
pursuit, perhaps a new family.
Sorry,
But also
Aqua,
a man
if you didn't want to
obsessed
say
with
anything.
something I cannot
Have you?
understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the De Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
That's the problem with blue blood nobles. They got their head up their ass so far they think their way is the only way. Your family's blue blood. Sorry to tell you, Amelia. They're a bunch of assholes. Right? Okay, no, I can't move that, so I'm gonna have to move it from the other side. Interact. Thank you.
Everything is almost ready for
How you doing,
Mistress
Mia?
Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I
Was it
do
2
believe
or 3
he
that
needs
first
it as much
supported
as
the
she
3DFX voodoo card. I don't remember which one it was. That was like such a big thing. I don't think it was the first game, was it? It wasn't until like 2 or 3, I believe. Been a long time. I don't remember. Anything over here? Nope. Stuffs, things. Frisco's good. How the hell? Oh, okay, I have to move 2 things. Got it. I was cleaning my room yesterday and apparently got something in my eye because now I have pink eye in my left eye. So that's fun, but it'll be gone in like 10 days, so I'm not worried about it. Considering I have allergies, I'm already used to my eye burning, so that part doesn't really bother me at all. Just the weird stuff oozing out of my eyes, creepy. Other than that, I'm doing fine. Just,
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Freaky. Oh, I can't do my roll trick to go
This
fast.
is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
It will, even if it's
I'm
bacterial,
sure you do,
it will
my
heal
darling.
on its
Lead
own.
on.
It just takes a couple extra days than if I get antibiotic eye drops, which, considering I don't really want to go to the doctor to pay $50 just to shave 3 days off of my recovery time, that just seems silly. So I'll just deal with it. It's just burning. My eyes burn all the time because of allergies, so that really doesn't bother me at all. Eyes burn all the time anyway, so yeah. Ooh, what's this?
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Wow. I was heavily into Egyptian stuff as a kid, but I don't think I ever went that far, Laura. Yeah, the annoying part is, honestly, when I first wake up in the morning, I have to rub so much of that crap out of my eye, where you normally just rub the sleep out, so it's like, ugh. Beyond that, it doesn't really hurt or anything, because it's just burning, and that doesn't, like I said, it doesn't really bother me. Having allergies for years, it's just something I got used to, so it's like, oh, my eye's burning, okay, whatever. So all the things that could have happened, that's
One
like
of
the
the
least
wire traps
invasive.
Winston made for my birthday expedition.
There we go.
Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Interesting. Trap mechanism. So we're not going over here. Oh, yeah,
Water
we can.
damage from the main hall above.
I thought this was the way forward. We'd be crawling through the debris. I guess not. We're going this way. Ooh, fancy stuff. Well, now we just got to get through the actual maze part. Which, I don't mind going to the dead ends because there may be stuff to find anyway, so that works out. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, it looked open. Can we not? Seriously? We need. Okay, I thought it was like partly open. Guess not. Why can't I climb the? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's not good, Miyu. That's Yeah, I still have my old pair of
Plans
glasses
for
in
adding
case something happens
electricity
with
to
my
the
current ones.
manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
Hated all the bright lights.
There's a missing page.
Yeah. When you're used to having glasses to protect
Amelia
your
left
eyes, the
tonight.
wind can
She packed her
really
suitcase and
suck.
walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met, I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
So his obsession is the reason why she left. but nobody knows what happened to her after she left. That sucks. Oh, I was expecting the maze to be a little longer than this.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Interesting to learn. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to actually, when I got stopped up my nose and I couldn't breathe, it would almost cause panic attacks. Because even though I could breathe, but not the way I was used to, it felt like I couldn't breathe and I just started freaking.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But
the main game is actually about
the thrill
Laura
of
tracking
discovery has
down
taken
what
hold
led
of
her
me.
father to commit
I
suicide.
never imagined I could be drawn in this way.
Divine relic
Richard
is supposed to
cabled
give
to
you
tell me he's found
immortality.
the monastery.
This is
The
a
symbol
side
we
story
deciphered in the
that's
scroll was the key
either
to
takes
its
place
location.
before or just
I don't know
after,
if I honestly
and
believe
where
that this will lead to
she's
the
trying to
fabled
find out if her
elixir of
father's will
life.
exists and whether
But
she
I
should fight to
can't
keep
help
the
but
house.
feel that a great secret
So
awaits
we're learning a
us
lot
there.
about her mother.
My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
So far, it still sounds like Amelia was on board, so at what point did he drive his obsession to the point of neglecting family? Nothing there. Ooh, gramophone.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Hopefully it's not copyrighted. That would suck when I post this to YouTube.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Can we not open the door from the inside either? Yeah, I think the reason why it caused panic attacks is in the back of my head. It was like, if I can't breathe through my mouth for any reason, I'm going to suffocate. Man, that was panic-inducing when I was a kid. There's something right there. Oh, we can move this. We can't get up there because the boxes are in it, but we can move it over.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Yeah, I've actually run into a couple issues with
For
restream, so I
God's
tend
sake,
not to.
memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure.
Not to mention, I know
my favorite painting by
the
Amelia.
rules with Twitch is
Day
once you
of
become
our
a
wedding
partner,
anniversary.
I don't know if it extends to what is the term? The one before partnered. The crap. I can't remember the name of it now. At least when you're partnered, you're actually what part of the contract that you agree to is you're not allowed to stream to YouTube at the same time. You actually have to wait 24 hours before you transfer it over.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
Oh, there is. Affiliate, that's the other one.
Lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though. The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Yeah, it's something they did recently, because there was a lot of YouTubers, like MySkirm was actually doing Restream.io, and they just came out with the announcement like, nope, it's got to be this way. So
Should
it's
be
just
able
like,
to light
well,
the fireplace
shit,
now.
okay. So most people who are partnered don't use Restream.io because you can get into a lot of trouble for it. You can actually lose your partnership over it. Nope, don't climb up on it. Just grab the thing, Laura. Thank you.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers. Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
What does what do? I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. The tape recorder.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them.
It's basically a set of rules that you agree to follow in exchange for the ability to get bits and subs. So the affiliate lets you do that, but if you can get far enough on the affiliate, it actually upgrades to partnership. Yeah, the affiliate program is like an easier way to get your foot in the door. And once you can prove yourself as an affiliate, you become a partner. As opposed to the old way where you had to have an insane number of people following you on YouTube and stream X number of hours consistently for months. So the affiliate program is a much easier way to get in the door. Okay, so we can light the fire now, but I want to check the rest of the room first. Can we climb this? Okay, yes we can. Anything up here?
This picture was taken in the library.
1820.
1820 additions to the main hall in progress.
This place is pretty old. That's just the additions. We don't know if that was even close to the date it was created. Oh, look at that. There we go.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Interesting.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
The concept is supposed to
Takes
be
me
that
back.
there's some level of
Those were
exclusivity.
good times.
You're doing it to Twitch
The best
first and then
times.
transferring it over after a 24-hour period. But, I don't know, it just depends on whether or not you're keen on the bits and the getting subscribers. That's really the only deal, because if you do, go with the affiliate program. If not, there's no reason to.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
But I want to open the book. I want to see inside. Okay, fine. Well, I know with the affiliate program... Well, not the affiliate. On the partner program... Or, line up, please. On the partner program, once you're partnered...
One of Winston's
unless you
notes,
violate the
he always
contract,
had
you can't
sweets
lose
for me to
partnership. So if
find.
you get all the way to that point, as long as you don't break the rules, you don't have to consistently stream after that. Lord Minion 777 Wade is a prime example of that one, because he was streaming like regularly, and then he had to move, and a bunch of stuff came up, and he had to go to a lot of cons, and he was not able to stream. And now he's finally starting to get back into it again, more than likely because of the whole adpocalypse crap that's going on YouTube. So, a lot of YouTubers are starting to lean way more over on streaming now. Makes sense. You never know until you try, man. Okay, so I lit the fire. What did that accomplish? Oh, I still need to go up here. I never went up when I moved it. Nonsense, Aqua Wolf. You just got to join the rest of us. That's one of the reasons why we all try to stream together, is we're trying to help promote each other. Okay, so I move this, then I go over and move the bottom one back down. Got it. Whoa, Laura, don't do that. Okay, that was crazy. So yeah, now that you got your computer working, you could actually start doing what Zero and Annie occasionally do. Well, Annie actually records sometimes and streams the rest of the time, but when we're doing Let's Play recordings with him, he'll usually just stream his side of it. So that way, because he doesn't really do the YouTube thing, that way he at least gets content out of it. So that actually works. That's a great way to do it if you're going to be working with the rest of us, so you can benefit.
Blank, except for the image of a key.
So this would be the one we need the thingy for to unlock.
I remember this map now. It
That's
leads
why
to
we
the
needed the
master
fire.
key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Nope, I forgot the controls are inverted when you're looking down. But to be fair, Akko, we just need to get you, I still need to talk to Pac about it and Medine, because I haven't set it up that way either, but there's a thing you can do with their bots if you ask them for permission that your streams will be promoted to anybody who's on their Discord so they'll know about your stream. So at least you get some level of promotion out there, and if you stream with the rest of us, that would actually help a lot too. That's something I need to start doing.
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
Trunk near the bookcase.
X marks the spot, as they say.
Wasn't that like right here? Yeah, it was. Okay. What am I... Oh, I'm pushing it forward. Okay. Nope, gotta go to the right side here. Nope, line up, Laura. There you go.
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
Yeah, I still need to ask him, because I haven't done that since I started. And I gotta set up the bots on my own Discord to do the same thing, too. So...
Alright.
Then again, he's been
They
busy
should
as
open
crap
most
lately,
rooms
so that's
in the
understandable
manor,
that he's
including
been swamped
the
and
Forbidden West Wing.
forgotten about it. Excuse me, try not to burp on the stream. My apologies. We went up there, we went up there. I think we got everything. We have the master key now, so we should be ready to go. Bring it up with Boylag, too. He can add you as well.
I think there might be more clues
not
to
sure,
find in the
Mio.
library.
I don't know how the bots work. That's why I need to learn how they function.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts, more than anything in this world. Storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well. Yours, Winston.
Airbnb. I don't know that term. Is it stupid? We've got to be in a different part of the house. I would have thought this would have led back to where we were now that we have the key, but I guess it doesn't immediately. Opens that. What? Oh, no, that just pulled me over there. Never mind. Oh, okay, that's that door. Now I know where we are. Anything else over here? What about on the far end? I get the feeling this really is only like an hour, hour and a half long, because this is... We're halfway on the gear part of things. Alright, was there anything out here that was locked? I need to light that one. Okay, we can't go through that door. I'm going to go ahead and light the fireplace while we're here. If we have a second fireplace, chances are there's a reason for it. Yeah, he does it every once in a while to unwind. I don't know if he's on... Well, obviously he's on his fancy server, but I don't know if he's playing with anybody else on his fancy server. Is there a reason to go up the other staircase when I can just go up this one? Yeah, let's check. From what I can tell, it looks like she was... I want to say early teens. They haven't given us a specific date yet, so I'm not sure. But I'm also trying to piece together exactly when her mother Amelia left. Because this is the first time we even heard anything about it, so... Still can't use the laptop. There were doors up here, I believe. Well, this is a really cool chapter. They didn't release it until the 20th anniversary edition, but...
Worse than I thought.
Hi, Tree, can I help you? I thought it was really cool that they added this for everybody that owned the game as free content, so... Definitely interesting narrative that everybody was asking about, because it was just like, so what about her mother? We didn't learn anything about her real mother, just her stepmother. What the hell? Can I... Thank you.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
Too young. That, to me, with what we've said, they've read about her interacting with her mother so far, that leads me to believe she was probably between 5 and 8 when her mother left. There's a master bedroom for clues. I kind of want to go back and search other areas, but let's just keep going.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side,
yeah, I haven't reached
we
the point of
the
expedition in the
over
journals
this
yet.
Remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me.
But we're obviously
Atlas
moving
will
forward in
forever
the right
resent me. But
order.
I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations. Free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
Yeah, because in another journal, she was leaving him because he becomes so obsessed with his quest for the divine source, and he realized that mistake and then went after her. So I'm guessing he won her back and then something happened to her? Haven't quite found that piece yet. Oh, the original series.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
One thing that's a little conflicting from what I've heard so far is she left him because
At
he
least
became
that
so
old
obsessed.
thing still works.
But in the very last journal we just read, the mother was completely excited and enthralled to be on expeditions with Lord Croft. So what happened that made that flip 180 so dramatically?
Mom's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
Can't read it. It's something yours, faithfully yours, eternally yours. I can't read that. So she was super happy to be with him, and then
After
suddenly
everything
left.
Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
It
I
sounds
was
like
so
he drove
young,
a wedge
but I
between
still
them.
remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
Because we've seen what Atlas has done since then, trying to steal back the mansion, even though it is a
I
Demorne
think this
mansion.
was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Interesting. That's a little weird.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Well, I'm sure one way or the other it'll be very blatantly spelled out for us, because so far everything else has.
My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her.
But Atlas was certainly trying to drive a wedge, so I'm sure that was at least part of it. I just hope we get an answer.
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so
Atlas
beautiful.
is part of Trinity. That
There's a
that's
date,
messed up.
October something. Damn, the number is faded.
That would be why they don't want
The anniversary was in
him doing any
October.
research on anything.
Which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
October 13th. Nope, flip the date around. There we go.
October 13th, Mum's birthday.
So that'd be 10-13. So that should be the combination.
Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
I never did find the crowbar, though.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather? Or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Yeah. So between the brother-in-law being part of Trinity and them having a kid, yeah, that wouldn't have taken much to turn them on each other. That's fucked. Hello.
Okay.
I saw it. There was a
keep it
fog right
together.
there.
You're starting to see
The
things.
shape of a person. That time I saw it. There's...
Mum's
Oh,
atelier.
there we go.
Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
Okay, I thought... Nope. I thought we'd need
My
a crowbar
lord.
to open it.
We all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know
I don't
how
know if that was an
Lara
actual
can get
ghost
when
or she's
pushed
just
into a
hallucinating at
corner.
this point.
Let's just say they won't be bothering her again.
I would guess if she's seeing a
But
ghost,
I
it
do
would
think
be
their
her
words
mother?
have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls. And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
So I wonder if... Because she left and she disappeared. Well, she disappeared, we know that. But she was going to leave and he went after her at one point. We don't know whether that's the time when she actually left or if he was successful in winning her back. Because we haven't found anything to say one way or the other. So at this point, it's still a lot of speculation. And we have the keys. Just give me a crowbar.
The Croft family crest.
Fancy. Okay, wait. So, is this the Croft Manor or is this the De Mornay Manor? Because Atlas is acting like it's the De Mornay Manor, but this may actually be the Croft Manor, and Atlas is just trying to be an asshole and steal it. I'm not sure which is the case yet, because it's being vague. Still gotta find that crowbar. Oh, we have the code to the safe. It's 1013, so I guess let's open the safe and see what's inside. It couldn't be as simple as that's the will, because there's still a lot of things we need a crowbar for. Okay, so it is in fact the Croft Manor. So 1013 is not the full
The
combination.
Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which
Double
one?
birds on the scale. Double birds on the scale. What was her... Messages, Amelia's journal, Alice de Mornay, Warcraft. No. Would it be one of these? Childhood, here we go. Where's the... Okay, the Croft Manor. No, it was the, her translation of the numbers. What the hell is it? Nope. It wouldn't be Ancestor Legacy, Immortality Collection, nope. Lord and Lady, nope. Amelia. It's gotta be one of these, then. Okay, revealed. Nope. So the photo, childhood drawing, is that it? Nope, that's the tiger. That's the Egyptian crown. Nope, that's a trap. Nope, oh shit. Oh, hieroglyphics worksheet. Duh, it was in the beginning.
Now.
I'm an idiot.
Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number.
Two birds
I always
on
preferred
a
these symbols
ball.
to
Okay,
the
it's number
actual
5.
number
2 birds on a
hieroglyphs.
scale. Number 5. Okay. October 13th, 5. Is that the combination? 10, 13, 5? That's enough numbers for the combination. That could be it. Still, I would have thought we would have found the crowbar by now, though. That just seems a little strange. Nation relics in the atelier. Okay, what? I thought we had all the combination. I guess we don't. There's still more. Alright. How many numbers are in this combination? So to search the atelier again. There's something else in the atelier? Oh, it's on the other side of the... Oh, this was a door. I never opened it. Wow. I'm doing great.
Untouched for years, exactly as you left it.
Okay, we'll get the final clues here.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor.
Yep,
my
it was Richard's
new
manor.
home,
It is the Croft Manor.
with a game. It was
So
a clue,
Alice is just trying to be an
written
asshole
in
and steal it
jumbled
from your
words
family.
from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice.
Appropriately,
I
yes.
followed each
Aqua.
step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will endure.
Until your brother got involved, Amelia. Then not so much.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young.
Yeah, so I want to say she was between 5 and 8. I was right on that guess when she passed away. 'Cause that would make sense, considering how memories are formed in a child. It would be around that gap for you not to remember
Mum
unless
with me as
if
a
it was
baby.
past that
I've
point.
never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small.
At one point, we were all that small. Well, most of us.
Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
How the hell would I know that? Maybe the journal will tell me.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
Blocks of red. Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination. Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
It's really seeming more and more like the brother went out of the way to cause the wedge, because it didn't sound like they had that much between them. I could see the obsession causing a problem, but it really is starting to sound more like it was the brother.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
Probably very. It wouldn't be the badass Lara Croft we know. Yeah, for me, I don't remember too much of the bad things that happened in my childhood, largely because one of my defense mechanisms was I ended up blocking those memories. And to this day, I still don't remember most of them. So, that's not the healthiest approach, but that means they were pretty bad. Okay, I know it's this painting, but I can't interact with it. But I'm confused. Is it just 4? Is that what I'm supposed to get from it? 4 blocks? So 10, 13, 5, 4? Of course, I don't even know if that's the right number order yet.
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
So you know the numbers, you just gotta figure out which order they go in. It also led to a bizarre side effect that I still have to this day. The last 5 to 10 years of my life I can remember with the normal clarity of a normal person. Anything beyond that, it gets fuzzy. It's a repercussion of the defense mechanism my body
Dad,
made
what do you keep in there?
when I was a kid.
Nothing
I mean,
too
my mind, not
important,
my
Lara.
body.
Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Well, it was 10, 13, 5, and 4. That, what? It's a 3-digit number, so how do I get 10, 13 out of that? October 13. How the hell do I turn that into a single digit?
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in...
Alright, so it was 10, 13.
This picture was taken in the
Nope,
library.
that's not it. Nope, not that. Nope, it wouldn't be on the lighter. I don't know why I'm looking at that. Not the cigarette case, not the wedding ring.
Mum, on her wedding day.
So it wouldn't be October, it would be the actual number.
I don't have any...
Wait, where was the number was... The number was 13.
My birthday crown.
So if the number was 13...
A picture with Dad.
How the hell do you turn 13 into a single digit? What, do I add them together?
I remember this. Dad gave it
Yeah,
to Mum on
October
her birthday.
13th.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday
So
treasure.
it's 5, whatever the hell that is, and then...
I remember this now.
Well, is it even in that order, though? That's the question. No, I haven't started typing it yet, but it was a 3-digit number. I could tell by the way it was laid out.
I remember
so that's
this
definitely
now.
5.
Clues.
Yeah, right here you can see line, line, line. So it's a 3-digit number, but I just don't... So what if it's 5, 1, 3? What? That's not what I meant to do.
No.
5, 1,
That's
3.
not it.
Well, that's not it either.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
Because we're also omitting the other number.
No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
5, 10? Nope. Okay, so we know 1 is 5. 10, 13, 05, 101. Yeah, but it's only 3 digits. I don't know if that'll work.
No.
Nope, it's not in the series.
That's not it.
Shoot. 305, maybe?
No, that didn't work.
One of the numbers was
answer
4,
has to be in
too,
the clues.
so...
No, that's not it.
Oh, wait, no,
No,
that
that didn't work.
4,
The
5,
answer has to
4,
be in the
4,
clues.
4, 5, 5, 4, 4. So it's not that, so... The painting had 4 red blocks, so that would be where we get the 4 from. The 5 was on the top of the thing, but I still don't know how the hell we're supposed to get 10, 13 into a single-digit number. That's the part that's confusing me. What if it's like 545 or 554?
No, that's not it. No,
Because if you
that didn't
combine
work. The answer
1
has
plus
to be in the clues.
1, or 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 would equal 5, but that's not right either. Shoot, okay. Is it something as silly as 10 plus 13 is 23, 2 plus 3 is 5? No, that would still be 5. That didn't help. Still didn't give us the right number. So how the hell do we turn a birthday into a single digit?
The answer has to be in the clues.
142? Whoops.
No.
Nope,
That's
it's not that
not
either.
it.
Shit. We know a number is 4, or a number is 5. We definitively know one of the numbers is 5. We just, I don't know how to get the date into a single digit, and I think the other number is 4? Yeah, but I don't think it's October just for the fact that the number that was missing on the back of the painting was the date, 13. So I think it's the 13, which would I thought it would have been 4. That's why I thought it would be 454. But if 4 is not the number of the blocks, then we're still missing a digit
that
here.
didn't work.
Let me go back and look at the painting again. There has to be something to that painting, because it was the 4 blocks, but we couldn't, like, interact with it or anything, which I thought was really weird. So, let me just take one more look at it, and then we'll take a stab at trying numbers again. I just don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get that from that. And I'm wondering if I missed the crowbar somehow. Yeah, so there's no way to interact with this. Could it be the number of monoliths on here? I don't know. Alright, let's try 5, 4, 9. I'm at a loss. I'm pretty sure it's 4 and 5. I just don't know what the last number is. But if you think 9 is it, let's give it a try. Because I still don't know how the hell to turn those numbers together. Because if you subtract 13 from 10, you would get 4, which we tried that. If you add them all together, you get 5. We tried that. So it's like, okay, we're missing something here. There are 4 blocks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we got 5, we got 4. Those are definitive numbers. I just don't know what the hell the last number is. So and even if we know it, we don't know what order to put it in. So that's still the problem.
That worked.
How the hell did you figure out 9, man? Okay, wait. How did we figure out 9? I please elaborate that, because I want to understand that one.
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
So that would be 10, 13. How did you get 9? Aqua, how did you figure that out? You did some kind of... Either you looked it up or you did some math that we didn't figure out yet. How did you get the 9? There are 2 numbers. Yeah, 10 and 13. Add them together. 23. Oh, the other 2 numbers. So this number had nothing to do with it at all. Yeah, that actually makes sense.
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept this safe. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief.
Her plane crashed. She was on an expedition to this incarnation
in the
too.
mountains.
So he did win her back.
Snow waiting for me to find her.
It wasn't a wedge driven between them.
Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done. And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate. A test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long.
So he put his obsession aside to
Roth
win
will
her back,
fight me on
won her
this,
back,
but
and then lost her.
I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
So, yeah. Wow. That's at least one thing they kept static about the series.
Dad, what did you do?
Yeah, in the last reboot, Laura went after her. So, basically, in this one, she disappeared and he went after her. That's probably what drove him further into his obsession. Because once he lost her and realized he couldn't get her back, he was probably obsessed with finding the divine source as a way to bring her back? But nobody ever found her body, so I don't know.
Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page.
No, it's not. We gotta go light it by the fire.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
You looked it up, didn't you, Aqua? I mean, I'm not opposed. At that point, I was stumped, and I would take that as help, but I was trying to figure out what the equation was that made that 9. Alright, so here we go.
A hidden message.
So this is the library again? Is that the library? What room is that? Room with 4 chairs and the checkerboard. Oh, it's the basement. Okay, so I need to move that out of the way. Solve the mystery of the micro letter. Wait, how do we get downstairs again? Oh, over here. I just want to know how the hell we were supposed to figure the number out. That's my big thing. It's like, how are we supposed to get 9? That's the part that confuses me. Okay, that's not the basement. The basement's further down. This is the library. Okay, wrong room. Yeah, well, I don't know. It might. That was never actually elaborated on, and I was thinking about the comment you... Hello? I was thinking about the comment you made the other day about it being an alien source, and honestly, it is an alien source. The divine source would be, because even if it's a divine source, isn't the whole concept that God created the Earth so he wouldn't have been born here, so it would still be quote-unquote alien, whether you believe in divine or if it actually was alien. Either way, it would still be alien. Alright, so where's the thing we pull out? It's supposed to be this one right here. Oh, we push on the side. Okie dokie. Thanks, Aqua, I do appreciate it, because that one had me baffled. Well, what the hell is this number? Is it the same number? What? Why are you putting random numbers in? I didn't hit...
No.
So it's not the same number.
That's not it.
So it had to be something from the journals we just read, then.
A hidden message.
Oh, I never looked at the back. I'm an idiot.
They have to be some kind of clue.
I wouldn't say that's mean. I would say that was actually helpful, because, you know, I do say the second I ask for help, feel free to chime in. So we've got... I gotta get the angle right here. A bird... I hate trying to rotate these things. Okay, there we go. So we've got... how the hell do I line this up properly? Oh, almost had it. Shit. Okay, so... a bird next to a double-lined thing with a thing on the end of it. Oh, this one I can look up. It's actually on the page. I'm just trying to figure out what the symbols are. Circle with 3 dots. What looks like a PB thing. So where was the hieroglyphics?
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
2 is the last digit, so 1, something, 2. What the hell is the middle one again?
A hidden message.
Oh, it was like a PB thing. PB.
I remember this now. Each district in
there,
ancient
4.
Egypt
1,
had
4,
a symbol and
2.
a number.
1, 4, 2. Okay. Yeah, that was one of the numbers you threw at me.
That worked.
Okay. Well, I know that, but this one I can actually figure out. Although I appreciate it.
Damn, locked in.
I'm sure it's just gonna squish us and kill us, Laura. What's the problem?
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
Probably. I mean, when he found out about Trinity, I'd probably have a secret lab, too.
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing. I've been careless with presenting my findings, attracting all the wrong sorts of attention. Roth thinks I'm being paranoid by building this secret vault, but I know I'm being watched. My work is too important, and potentially too dangerous. It can't fall into the wrong hands. I need a secure place to keep it all safe.
He wasn't wrong. Trinity is like a virus. It's everywhere. It affects everything. There's the missing page from the blueprints.
Missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
Makes sense. Okay, so we got a thingy there, and I'm not sure what else is up. Oh, okay, I thought I saw something over here.
My love. It is silent, so peacefully silent now. Even after the madness and chaos of the crash,
Not
I
an
can't help
aneurysm,
but
just a
still
small
wonder
stroke.
at the beauty of these mountains. I understand the magic that drew you here. Please know that I feel no pain in this moment, only immense sadness. Sadness that I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will become.
So she was dying when she went on the trip?
There is so much to say, but I'm tired. The sun is setting. The cold of night will overwhelm me. I know I will fall asleep soon, and likely never again awaken in this world.
Or did she go on the trip,
I'm
disappear,
scared.
he found her, she came
Richard?
back and then died of something?
What lies beyond? You know I've always struggled with faith, so I'm holding on to yours for now. I'm holding on as best I can, my love. Become the father Lara deserves. Know that I will live on in her.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave.
Oh, she wrote that at the plane crash. That makes more sense.
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north. Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
They still need the crowbar, so we will find the crowbar for the end. I didn't, miss it. That's a good thing.
Might be
there's
able
the
to
crowbar.
use this to access other parts.
So wait, if she died of the plane crash, her body wasn't there because they never found a body. That was something very specific they pointed out numerous times. Oh, whoops, I gotta hit continue, not escape. So, she may have died there, but she did... What happened to her body? Because that's the whole grounds that Atlas is trying to use to justify
Dad's
stealing
Tibetan
it.
scroll. I remember he used to pore over this late into the night.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped
So
the
he tried to
stone
bring
into
it
the
back.
elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight, and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me, as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia.
So he did
I
something
would have
with the
welcomed
body.
death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
If he buried her in his plot, why did he hide that fact that she died?
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
Because if we have a body, we can prove that she's dead, and that would prevent them from being able to hijack the manor, because Lara Croft would be the only descendant left. So that's the grounds we have, but why did Lord Croft hide the fact that they had the body?
This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
That sounds like a sequel.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware.
Aren't
He
you?
told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that, I say you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have choked the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten. Lara deserves better than you. So did Amelia. And so do we all. Atlas.
God, this guy's a pretentious, pompous douchebag.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
But we'll find out about that in a later game. That's true, I guess. But on the same token, him dying kind of screwed Lara. You know what? Before we go in here, I should probably go back and open all those things that required the crowbar, because I get the feeling that's like a point of no return. You've beaten the game. Oh, we can't get out this way. Never mind. We have to go through the wall regardless. I just didn't want to miss anything and end the DLC early. Solve the riddle of the sun-shaped plaque. Yeah, something about the family facing north. Okay, so we can go that way. Ooh, hello.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
I always loved Anubis. He was my favorite god in the Egyptian culture. Yeah, technically, except right now, the whole grounds he's refuting it with is the fact that Amelia's not dead. There's no body. The body was never produced. There's no proof that she's not alive, so it would still be the property of that side of the family. So it could be kept out of Laura's hands.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
That had to be rough on her. Okay, so I need to find the other ones we had to open. There were like 3 or 4 total, I want to say. Yeah, I thought he was just being an asshole, but he really hated Lord Croft. Holy crap. And I don't really understand why. I mean, I can understand him not believing in the things that Lord Croft was pursuing, but still. It's going a little far. Unless a body can be produced. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what Atlas is using to exploit the situation. But considering how long ago she disappeared, wouldn't that have been long enough for her to be considered dead? I guess the question would depend on, well, how old was Lara when her father died? So it might have to be declared from several years after that point. I don't know. Alright. Trying to remember what all... Okay, here's some more. Remember what else needed to be opened. Still not sure if this is supposed to be before or after the game, because they've given evidence that it could be either one. What do we got here?
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I try to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only further fueled the fire of his obsession. He's now up at all hours in his study, researching God knows what. And poor Lara. She is so confused. Too young to understand the tragedy that has befallen this great house. My dearest hope is that Lord Croft will emerge from his grief and embrace fatherhood and the love of his daughter. But I fear he may give in to his obsessive nature, that which Lady Amelia tempered in him so well. In any case, I will be a rock for young Lara. She will never sense tragedy and sorrow in me, only the love and support she deserves.
Well, once again, in this universe, it explains why she's so close to Winston. Alright, so there's still a couple things upstairs. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else in the basement, because I went the one way, but I didn't go the other. Trying to remember where the hell there were even places that required the crowbar in the first place. I know there were the lockers, but there were like 2 or 3 other things somewhere. And now I don't remember where somewhere is. Pretty sure one of them was the main lobby. I don't remember where the others were. Okay, this will be the lobby or the foyer or whatever the hell it's called. So where was the one? Well, there's that thing in the floor, but I think we need to find the disc thing to put it in first. Is it upstairs? I know I saw one up here somewhere. Too bad this stuff doesn't just show up on the map. That'd be useful. Okay, so we're missing 5 relics, 6 documents. Can't really zoom much beyond that. Okay, so there's nothing on the map that'll help me for shit. I just gotta remember where the hell I saw it. That's great. With my wonderfully fuzzy memory, this should go really, really well. Okay, this should be one that I had to open. Oh, okay. Guess not. I missed it on my first pass. That's just the library again. What, is Pack all lurking on my channel? Hey Pack, if you're there, sorry I'm running a little long. I'm just trying to, make sure I finish this. I am trying to expedite. I guess we just go down and see if we can interact with the thingy. I can't figure it out. Can we interact with this already? Oh. Never mind, we already had the thing.
Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west, our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
Okay, so... I don't interact with that again? Confused. Oh, I see it, I see it. It opened a hidden passage here. Or something. Break through the wall! Alright, so we gotta go find our mother's body so we can prove that she's dead and gain inheritance of this place. That doesn't sound messed up at all. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, nothing in the immediate area.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
Okay. Got here. Read the thank you.
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion.
Yeah, that was in one of the logs right before you
weeks.
got here, Nicole.
Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy. One that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides
it's going to be going up on YouTube if you want to catch the
in
first
me,
part if you haven't actually
in
seen the
Lara.
story arc.
Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end.
So I'm wondering if the
and there
brother's
is
the one
work
that set up the
yet
arranged
to do.
marriage, because otherwise, why the hell is he so butthurt over this? He's acting a bit like a psychopath, to be perfectly honest. Memory of her loving husband and father. Definitely not hers. I'm guessing it's going to be the big one in the middle, but I still want to check everywhere. Here lies Scarlet Orion? Or Croft? Croft. Orion. This is a Croft tomb, stupid. They're literally... Well, I don't want to be stepping on any
God,
plates.
can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this. Knowing
Do you
these may
realize
only
what
ever
this
be
means?
words on a page.
Hey, Majid, thanks for the follow. That scared the hell out of me.
I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do.
This really sounds like it's after the
Of
game.
you, my darling. Remember me with all my love, your mother.
Wow. Okay, so I missed some stuff. I'll have to go back and do a completionist run of whatever the hell I missed, but there you go. That's the story of her mother.
What's this?
Oh,
A
never
letter.
mind. I can move. Additional relics have become available no matter... Oh, this is how we get them. Okay, never mind. We're not done.
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void.
Suck it,
Croft
bitch!
Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
Yeah, I'll call you when hell freezes over, bitch.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors.
Well,
The
this
Croft
is,
family may
content that
all
came out
get
after the
destroyed,
game.
but
It's
I
not
will make
part of the main
our name
story.
and our home
So
great
technically it
again.
didn't spoil anything. Okay, so we're missing 2 documents and 5 relics. I'm sure we can find those in the next 5 minutes or so. Sadly, this is not like the main game, so I can't just find a little stash that tells me where everything is. I wish I could do normal sprint. I'd like to hurry this up a wee bit. I promise to help somebody. I want my sprint back! Yeah, if you own... I don't know if it's the same with the console version, but I know if you own the PC version, the 20th anniversary thing was a free update. I'm pretty damn sure, so... It's out. I would imagine the console would get the same thing. If not, that's really stupid. So I would expect them to have had the same benefit. Yeah, seriously, what am I missing here? Well, I know what I'm missing, but where? Is there anything else up here that I missed? Yeah, this little chapter was actually really, really good, and it's not like recent, but it's, when did the anniversary come out? It came out like tail end of last year or beginning of this year, I think, so it's still relatively new. I'm glad it came out. It's cool that we finally got to learn about the mother. Because I spent quite a bit of the game wondering, it's like, we hear nothing about a real mother, just your stepmother. What the hell? So it's very cool that they dove into that. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to go there. Had to go the other way. That goes up. No, there were some conflicting information about that when I first started this, because it seemed like she hadn't. But from everything towards the tail end of this part of the chapter, I honestly think this takes place after the main game. Yeah, I need to ask him that too. Hey, Medine, how much begging or sucking do I have to do to get you guys to add my streams to your announcement thingy bot, whatchamacallit, doohickey? I kept meaning to ask, and I honestly kept forgetting, because I still haven't even set up the damn bots on my Discord. I need to do that too, because I need to start doing what you do and have it promoting everybody when they stream. Well, to be fair, dude, you've been busy as fuck with the move and the internet bullshit. Is that really not something I can open? I guess there was something on it. Where... I need to finish here, and then I need to backtrack to the beginning of the game, because I feel like there's specific things that I missed. I think one of them might have been down here, because I went backwards, not forwards, so there's probably something the other way. So I need to check upstairs in the new area, and I need to check... Oh yeah, we gotta add you on Twitter. I still gotta add a lot of the people on Twitter that we chat with, because I don't know if I have all of the... Why is that sparkly over there? Okay, I guess that was for the Egyptian Anubis bust. Okay, so that's where we came from, so we didn't go this way. This is the way we didn't go. Yeah, I need to, as soon as I know what the stream, I need to go to Twitter and, like, add several people. Because I'm not sure whose Twitter is whose. Because not everybody goes by the same name that they go by on Discord and Twitch. I have some of the group, but I need to add the rest of... Oh, this comes back out to the library. I've already done the library. The library's done. We finished the library. Okay, I guess there's nothing else in the library, because nothing's glowing. I don't see anything else to interact with. Why is this missing a head? Why didn't I notice that before? Weird. Alright, I didn't go upstairs here, so I don't know if there's a box I may have missed before the hallway. Nope. Okay, there isn't. Okay, we were already in there. I didn't see... Oh, hello. New note.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
I can see why she'd be conflicted about that. Okay, so I got 1 document and 5 artifacts somewhere. So let's start in the main room and work our way around the house. I literally stared at it and she mentioned it before. Oh, hello! That was the katana we saw at the start.
The broken sword I brought back from Yamato.
Interesting. Is that the sword from 1? Or is that a different story arc?
The Atlas. Such an amazing piece of craftsmanship. Sophia insisted I take it home with me.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it doesn't do anything anymore, but why not have a souvenir? Proof that you actually did do something. That's 2 artifacts. We got 3 left and a document. Oh my god, the twin guns we never got to use.
I can still remember the last time I fired these.
Yeah, I do too. It was the last reboot, because you haven't used twin pistols since. Just saying. Yeah, this is after both of the games. Okay, so that's 2 artifacts, 1 document? Yeah, 2 artifacts, 1 document. And there's their bows. That's the one she made in the first Tomb Raider, and actually it looks like the compound bow she made in the first Tomb Raider as well. Interesting. Alright, so I'm glad I backtracked to the main room, so we're still missing 3 items. Unless another one was literally right in front of me and I missed it again, too. Which has been known to happen. I usually don't miss obvious stuff, that's usually Boylag's thing, but I have been known to miss the, you know, blatantly obvious. Alright, so I think we just gotta check the West Wing again. We kind of went everywhere else. Yep, I think we just go into the West Wing. Well, at least the creepy music stops when you come in here. Don't get hung up on the train. Well, that's not a note. Not seeing anything else. Where would the last 3 be? I kind of want to get them on stream because I want to be able to showcase everything before I stop. I don't want to have to make a separate little 4-minute video that just showcases the 3 documents I didn't find. I'd feel stupid if I had to do that. Alright, no, it's over there. Let's hope it's in this room. It's like the only other place I haven't looked. Well, since getting the crowbar anyway. New. Any artifacts? Hidden prizes? Stuffs? Things? Crap? Nonsense? Throw me a bone here! Shit, it's not in here. Okay, so we searched the basement. We searched the passageway. We searched the West Wing. We searched upstairs. We searched where we started. What the hell have I missed? The only thing I haven't really thoroughly searched was, To be fair, Pack, I'm not used to looking at small things. Okay, so if it's not in the lobby, is it in the library? Because I didn't really... I went upstairs and looked around, but I never really looked around down below. So that's the only place I could think that stuff might be that I missed. This time I've actually been using the Q Uber Vision thing, so... Alright, let's, I guess, check the library again. Well, that's the thing, we were in the library and I was looking and nothing glowed, so... I don't know. I might actually have to call it and see if I can find that stuff later. I don't... Hello, dinosaur. I don't have any idea. Nothing else is popping out or being obvious. And so far, everything we found in this entire chapter has been obvious stuff. Oh, yep, there you go. That's, I've looked everywhere. I don't know where the hell else it could be. Yep, there's nothing right there. Shit. Alright, let me go up this ladder one last time, get back to the main room, and then I'll hit Q in every room, so I don't know how the hell I missed something, but apparently I missed 3 things. I don't get it. Yep, well, I don't know. Can I... Okay, I can't save the game, but it does do checkpoints, so I may have to play through this again later just to find the missing content, because I have no idea where it is. And there's nothing else glowing, so I don't know where the last 2 relics and the last note are. But if I do find them, I'll go ahead and toss them in a video and put it up on the... Even though it's not a stream, I'll put it in with a live stream, so that's where the Rise of the Tomb Raider is. Although I'll probably move Rise of the Tomb Raider to its own playlist, because it is technically a Let's Play, even though it was a stream. So, yeah! Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Now we're officially done with Tomb Raider, because I totally had forgotten about this chapter when I thought I was done last time. I do have a, thingy, crap, now I gotta open my browser. Straw poll, for what we're gonna, for, what you guys want to stream next. So I'm gonna put it in the chat, and I'm also gonna be releasing a video tomorrow when I release this on YouTube, to let everybody else know about that, so they can actually, go vote at the straw poll. Of course, it helps if I spell straw poll properly, so I can actually get the right link here. So, yeah, I've narrowed it down to 5 games for now. Some of them are Halloween-themed. At least, like, 2 or 3 of them are. And the rest aren't. So I am going to try to stream during Halloween. I don't know how well that's going to be, depending on how big the rush is. Because I've never done a rush whilst being active streaming. So hopefully I'll be able to. But if not, worst case scenario, I'll miss 4 weeks of streaming and then it'll start again in November. But there's the straw poll. Go ahead and be sure to vote. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Basically, the order is probably going to be based on whatever gets the most votes is first. Whatever gets the next votes is going to be the stream afterward, and then we'll probably be cycling through streams like that. So that's the plan. That's the thing in the agenda, and I can't even English anymore, so it's probably a great time to stop the stream. So thank you everybody for coming out. Be sure to vote, and I will see you guys next weekend for the stream. Or feel free to hit me up on the Discord, which, you know, once I get the stupid bots up and running, I can actually have that posting in my chat on the Twitch chat thing. Yeah, I'm not doing well with the words today. So, hope you all had fun, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for coming out. I hope you, okay, now I was literally just about to repeat myself again. I'm going to go now before my brain just melts in my skull. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, and fare thee well, everyone.